Yeah, good morning and good evening, everyone. So from yesterday, we started configuring our RoboShop project through Ansible playbooks, and then we completed installing MongoDB, and we yesterday configured catalog and then web component as well. Even we tested it in the browser, it started working. So now from last few days, we are trying to learn how to create Ansible playbooks and how to install RoboShop project. Once this is completed, we will understand the gaps and then we will improve with best practices. Okay. So let us create the servers. We have that particular script here. sh create ec2.sh, and then we need to pass our instances names, MongoDB, catalog, and then Redis today, cart, user, shipping, MySQL, RabbitMQ, and payment and web. Okay, sorry. So here one thing we used to forget. Generally, you need to attach the role, actions, security, modify IAM role, and this one. Something is not correct here. Security group. Okay, I think the create servers. Okay, this is the script, create servers. sh create servers.sh and MongoDB catalog, and then you go with Redis, user, cart, MySQL, shipping, RabbitMQ, payment, and then finally web. Okay. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, instances or instances got created. And we have the records here as well. Okay, this is fine. Now let us configure using our Ansible playbook. So let us configure our yesterday's it clone Ansible RoboShop. So the command is Ansible hyphen playbook hyphen I inventory and then hyphen E Ansible underscore user equal to CentOS hyphen E Ansible underscore password equal to DevOps 321. So this will take the IP addresses and username and password and what is the playbook. Okay, it is trying to connect. Yes. Installing MongoDB in the background. So these are the modules anyhow we use in our projects, installations, configuring the services, replacing the text, working with files. Okay. Yeah, MongoDB is done. Now let us do catalog. Then let us start doing our Redis. Redis.ml. This is required to for user as well as cart. Okay, let us understand the documentation. So first thing you need to install this RPM. Let us wait just 1 or 2 minutes to complete this. So it's done. The npm source. Yeah, this is done. Okay, catalog is done. Now let us work with our web. Installing Nginx. Okay, so if everything is done properly, now if you open public IP address in the browser, you should see the categories. Yeah, it is good. Okay, so now let us work with our Redis. Name install Redis component, hosts Redis. In our inventory, just mention Redis dot join DevOps dot online, and then become yes tasks name. So what is the first thing? Install Redis repo. Okay. So the package, anyhow, this one, Ansible built-in yum, and the name is this one, and state is installed. Okay. The next task, M module enable. So this is not the installation. We have the module for installation. For this, we use our command module. Okay. So Ansible build command module. So just take the syntax. It is Ansible built-in command. Enabling it 6.2. Enable Redis 6.2. This is the command. M module enable this one. Okay. So let us run this anyhow, and then later we can do the remaining tasks. It pull and then redis.aml. Okay, connected and installing Redis repo. So after this, just M install Redis -y. So that is our M module. Install Redis Ansible built-in .m. Name Redis state installed. So there is an error here. Failed to validate GPG signature for this one. Okay. So in this case, let us go for our M module. M module Ansible. So here there will be an option GPG. So disable GPG check should be true. Okay. So this is when you are installing few components through the remote machine, not in the live machine, because I haven't logged into the Redis and started installing. I'm pushing this from another remote machine, that is Ansible. So at this time, so you need to do this. Okay. Disable GPG check is true. Now you push pull and then now it run it. Okay, now this will happen. Enabling it. After enable, we will install. So finally, it is replacing 127, you know already. Ansible replace module. Yesterday we did this for our MongoDB. Ansible built-in replace. Allow name. Allow remote connections to Redis. And then this is the module name. Path, rejects expression and replace. So what is the file name? etc redis.conf. And what we want to replace 127.0.0.1 with 0.0.0. Okay. Yeah. And after this, we need to start and enable. So you know the service module, Ansible. Ansible built-in service. Start and enable Redis. This is the module. Name is Redis. State started. Enable is true or S. This is the value here. S. Okay. Now the Redis component is completed. Okay. And git pull here. Okay, it is done. Now let us just check it. Redis, take the public IP, log into it. DevOps 3, 2, 1. So if you give netstat -lntp port number 6379 on 00 is running fine. So Redis is completed. Okay, now let us take user component. Okay, so let's first add inventory file. User. This is user.joindevops.online. Okay, we create user.aml. So this is same as catalog, right? So catalog, user, and cart. So all are Node.js applications. So let me take the catalog.aml and replace this. Okay. Catalog. And then it will replace with user. Okay. So just finding and replacing it. Download user, extract user, copy catalog, user service, user.service, load user data, user.js, restart. Yes, done. So now we need to have our user.service. So this is our user.service. This one. Okay, that's it. Now let us push. So in user.service, we need to give our MongoDB and Redis IP address. Redis.joindevops.online. And here MongoDB.joindevops.online. Okay. And let us push. And we pull here. Now user.aml. Okay, so this will run. Now let us work with our cart. Cart.aml. Cart.service. Now in our inventory, let us give cart. Cart.joindevops.online. Cart.service. Redis.joindevops.online. And then here catalog.joindevops.online. Okay. Now let us push. Then user component npm source is setting up. And inside cart.aml, let us just do this. So we don't have this one loading the data. These things we don't have. So let me replace catalog with cart. Install cart component from here. Download cart artifact, cart, extract, copy cart.service, and then finally restart cart. That's it. Now push the user is 10. Now git pull and cart.ml. Yes, meantime, we can test our user component. And this one, first let us register. Okay, so in our web, we haven't provided our user and cart. So let us complete the other components and then directly we provide. Okay, cart is going on and now we need to configure our MySQL and shipping. Okay, now let us configure MySQL. First thing, disable. MySQL.yaml. Install MySQL component, hosts MySQL, keep it in inventory, MySQL, MySQL.joindevops.online. And then become yes tasks. Disable current MySQL version. So what is the command? That is this one. The command is yum module disable MySQL. Okay, next, MySQL.repo. Copy MySQL repo. So the module name is this one, Ansible built-in copy. And it should be source and destination. Source is MySQL.repo. Destination, etc. this one. Then MySQL will be copied. Now install MySQL community server, Ansible built-in, yum, name, and then state. What is the name here? MySQL community server, and then state is install. Okay, this is done. Then enable and start. So we know this already. Copy this. MySQL D. It is MySQL D. Okay, and then started true. Started and enabled true. Okay, this is done. And after that, setting up this root password. So run this command. Set up root password. Name setup MySQL root password. Thank you. Now immediately restart MySQL, set up root password, and then Ansible built-in command. This one. Okay. Now MySQL repo is there? No. MySQL repo. Copy this. Push. And then pull. Cart is done. Now here, our MySQL. Okay, MySQL.aml. 1 second. Just 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay, yeah, MySQL.aml. SQL is going on. Now the next thing is shipping. Okay, let's wait. Anyhow, I need to do it in super speed. is shipping.ml in inventory, shipping, and then shipping dot join DevOps dot online. And let us create shipping dot service. Dot, dot join DevOps dot online. Okay, MySQL is done. Let us just verify it. MySQL and stat-lntp. Okay, level 306 is running. Means MySQL is running. So now let us work with shipping. Install shipping component, posts, shipping, become yes, and then tasks, name, first thing, install Maven, Ansible built-in dot m name, and then state is install. Okay. So this Maven package name is Maven. Okay. After Maven, is it. Adding the user and then creating the directory. We have already this from our catalog. Let me copy that. First checking the RoboShop user exists or not, and then creating the directory. This is in shipping. Okay, this is done. We already did this multiple times. Creating the directory. And finally, downloading. But that one also we can copy it. Downloading and extracting. Okay, so here we are already using two modules, right? One is for download and another one is for extract. So generally this module, by default, it can directly download from the internet. Okay. So if you see the documentation, there will be something called, you can see unarchive a file that needs to be downloaded. So you can use get URL to download, and then you can use unarchive to extract. Otherwise, you can directly use this module to download and then extract directly. Okay, so let us use this instead of that one. So this is download, shipping, and extract. So this is our shipping. Where to extract directly in the app directory. Okay. So now once it is extracted, we need to run this command to create the shipping.jar. Okay. I have a package ansible dot built-in dot command. So this command, we need to be inside the directory. So there is an option called args and then ch directory. Okay, you need this because you need to run this command inside our /app directory. Okay, so that is done. And so I need to just rename this generally again. Jar file. And this command in the same directory. You should be in the same directory. And after that, copy shipping service ansible dot built-in dot copy src shipping dot service and the destination. This one. Okay. And you need to do the daemon reload, enable and start. We already did this. It restarted. This is started, but daemon reload. This daemon reload. Yeah, this one. This is shipping. Okay, restart or start anything. After that, we need to install MySQL. This is the command line software. Install MySQL. Second. Install MySQL client. Ansible dot built-in dot yum name MySQL state install. Okay, so maybe shipping is little bit long. Installing my event, creating the user, creating the directory, downloading it, extracting, and running the Maven clean package to create artifact, renaming it, copying, daemon reload, restart MySQL client. Okay, let's run till here. Git pull. Shipping.ml. Okay, so this may take 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just going into mute. So shipping is also done. Now we can just test here in the web component. So let us give our user dot keyboard is gone. Just give me 1 minute. Keyboard batteries are over. Oh, did we get any error? No. Just give me 1 minute. I'm back. User dot join DevOps dot online. Okay, and then here cart dot join DevOps dot online and shipping dot join DevOps dot online. And let us complete shipping also. After installing this, we need to do MySQL schema setup, right? Yeah, this one. Okay. Here, load MySQL schema ansible dot built-in dot command. Okay. So this will load. So once it loads properly, then we can restart shipping. Can directly restart here. Okay. Now to pull so we are getting an error here. This is fine. Okay. First, let us check that we are able to connect from shipping. We take shipping and this is our shipping. MySQL -h MySQL dot join DevOps dot online -u root, and this is the password, this one. Okay, we are able to connect. Give here show databases. Yeah, so our city's information is not there. So connection wise, there is no problem. The problem is something else. Let us copy. So this is JSON data. Let us try to use JSON beautifier. Okay. So this is the command we are giving, and this is the anything wrong. Mm. So it is saying the MySQL usage is not correct. Let us do one thing. Just use shell module and then try this. Seems shell module is working. So yesterday I have given you an assignment to understand the difference between shell and command module. Okay. So the difference is, okay, command module is for simple commands. Generally, shell module itself, it means it is like you are logged in inside the MySQL or inside the shipping server and running the command. Okay. So the simple difference here, let us check once again here. Show databases. Yeah, we got the cities. So this is very important interview question. Shell versus CMD command. Okay. Shell is like you are inside the server and running commands. So you can get access to user variables and entire environment. So there is no difference. Okay. It is just like you are 100% inside the server and then running the commands. But command module is not like that. It is generally for It will not get user environment, and usually these things will work. These things will not work. This is input, and this is redirection, and accessing user variables may not work. Okay. So mostly same command and shell module, mostly same. The only difference you have to tell in the experience is shell module is like we are logged in inside the server and running the commands natively. But the command and shell module, you will get full access to the user environment. And command module, we will not get the access to the user environment. We cannot access server variables. We cannot do the redirections. We cannot give the inputs like that. Okay. So that is the difference between shell. So mostly we will use command module generally. If something is not working, you can go for the shell module. Okay. So the shipping is loaded. Now we can test this. Okay. Let us run once again web.ml. Seems done. Now let us access. Try to log in. Okay, user module is working. Let us add something. Cart is working and checkout. Yeah, shipping is also working. Okay, now finally our RabbitMQ and then payment. Okay, so this is configuring mrepo. Name install RabbitMQ and then hosts RabbitMQ become yes, and then tasks configure mrepos. This is provided by RabbitMQ. Okay, configure RabbitMQ mrepos ansible dot built-in dot shell. Okay, because this is some kind of shell environment, we did the same for our catalog and then cart as well. Okay. So here we have two things, right? So I'm just giving loop. So this is one and this is the another one. I'm going to keep it inside double quotes. So now how can you refer this? That is here, item. Okay. Now install RabbitMQ. In install RabbitMQ ansible dot built-in dot yum name RabbitMQ server, and then state is installed. Okay. And enabling and then starting. So this RabbitMQ. State can be restarted or started. Anything is fine. It is RabbitMQ server. Okay. And finally, create the user. Create RabbitMQ user ansible dot built-in dot shell and then name setup permissions. This is the command. Now let us run this. RabbitMQ dot join DevOps dot online. Push pull that's it. Background which is going on. So actually we have some modules available generally. So yesterday someone asked community modules. Okay. So community modules, there are official Ansible community modules. We can start using them as well. And from our next session, I'll tell you one example. So we are not doing anything different here. Just like how we wrote the shell script for each and every component, here we are writing our Ansible playbook. So exactly same, only difference is there you used Linux command. Here we are using Ansible modules. Okay, so this is done. RabbitMQ, and then finally our payment. Payment dot YAML. Go to inventory. This is payment dot DevOps dot online and create payment dot service. This is user, this is RabbitMQ. Payment dot service is done. Now let us start writing this. Name install payment hosts payment become yes tasks. I mean, what is the first task? Installing this 3 packages. Okay. Install Python Ansible dot built-in dot yum name item state install. So this is loop Python 36 GCC and this one Python 3 table. Those 3 packages will be installed. And the next task is adding these 2. We know this. Let me just edit from shipping. Of shipping, just give payment. And after this, we need to install the dependencies. So this one, install dependencies. Okay. Can use command module Ansible built-in command. This is the command. And you should not forget, you should be inside that directory, args change directory. This one, /app. After installing dependencies, copying and then daemon reload and running it. Let me copy this. Copy payment service. Payment of service here and daemon reload finally. Restart or start. Okay, I hope that's all. Now let us push and pull. And run our payment. And finally, we will enable in our web. So generally web component we have to install at the end. Why I'm doing in the middle is just to test. Can't wait until the last component. So just we need to check if we get any errors. That's why we are doing in middle. Seems done. Now git pull run our web also so that it will be updated. System. Now let us just log in. Go to cart checkout. Okay. Order is placed. So we completed our RoboShop using Ansible, but this is not the best practices. Okay, we have a lot of advantages of Ansible. So first, I want to make you understand how to comfortably write playbooks, how to understand the connections are happening, and the same thing we are doing this third time. First time we did through the manual installation. At the time you experienced what are the steps to configure and how can you install all the components. Later, we automated this through shell scripting. Now you know shell scripting variables, functions, conditions, and then loops. You are able to install. You are able to write shell script. And after that, we discussed disadvantages, and then now we install through the Ansible. Okay, so there is no much difference till now. So instead of command, you are just creating YAML files. Now you know how to write YAML files with proper syntax and how to use Ansible modules. And at least we understood few advantages of validations and automatic printings and remote logins. Everything we understood now. And now it is time to improvise. Okay, because we are writing lot of duplicated code. So as a programming coding best practice, so you should reuse the code that is called functions, right? So here we will use something called roles from tomorrow. So we will refactor this entire Ansible playbooks, whatever we did, and we are going to practice few best practices as well. Okay. So you complete this. This is not at all tough because yeah, just repeating the same thing, whatever we did in manual and then shell script through the Ansible modules. Okay. So we can stop till here today and we can have a few questions. Yes, Chandrasekhar YV.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, yesterday you got one error that while loading schema at catalog, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Please.
you given the less than some space was there, right? After
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, it went well.
Yeah.
Then in the same way I did in the catalog, but I got the error is that duplicate key error, sir.
Duplicate key error.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do I need to change that command into shell or? I need to do anything.
If this is working here when we are practicing, it should work for you as well.
Yeah, but I got the different error. You got that the key doesn't exist, but I got that duplicate key error.
Okay, can you just post it into the Slack? I'll see that screenshot.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sure, sir.
thank you so much. And Murli Chand Tumala.
Hi, Shiva.
Yeah, hi.
You are executing the playbook. Is it from your workstation instance?
Yeah, this is Ansible server. Wherever we installed, yeah, workstation or Ansible. So
It's a
wherever you
separate
install,
from, yeah, it's
yeah,
a separate from web server, right?
yeah, it is separate from all other RoboShop servers.
Okay, so you are executing all playbooks from your workstation instance,
Yeah, correct.
where you installed Ansible.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and once we install the Ansible, do we need to start the service or we don't need?
No need, no need. It is just
Okay,
like command line.
okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Arvind?
Yeah, hi Shiva. So I
Yeah,
have
hi.
two questions. First thing is with respect to command module and shell module, right?
Hmm.
So you said shell module we is used when we go into the server and do some operation, right?
Yeah.
So by default, can we use shell module so that we'll bypass any errors that is coming in the way instead of
Yes.
module?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. So the second question is, yeah, basic question. When we are creating this one, see, roles, you have created a role, right? So in AWS, so for the
Hmm.
web component, so do we need to create roles for all the services like a car?
No, no, no. That is just to create the servers only. See, actually, from I'm executing create server script in our one of the instance, right? This is our Ansible instance. So I'm executing here. So only this instance need to create the servers, not other instances.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the master server. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Ansible server. Yeah, correct.
So only for this, we have to create a role.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So that is just as an instead of creating manually and then taking the IP address, keeping it in .53, we just used one shell script. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shiva. So the other question is for creating a record. So for each again, so we are creating a record even for the Ansible server.
No. Yeah, you can create if you want. Okay. So just create ansible.joindevops.online. And here you need you have to give the public IP address if you want to open it here. So I am giving the private IP address here because we no need to open all other components in the internet. So we only need to open this web.joindevops.online. Here only you need to give the public IP address actually. So remaining everywhere you need to give that is based on the networking where you are. Ideally you can give Route 53 to anything.
Okay. So for the Ansible server, you are suggesting to give public IP, and for all other servers, you are suggesting to give private IP.
Yes.
Okay. Fine, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Alekia Karapati.
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, I have two questions, Shiva. Actually, in Ansible, we have few built-in modules, right?
Yeah.
But while writing playbook, if we are not sure like which module to use, can we go using dot command module or dot shell
So
module if we are having dynamic?
command and shell modules are recommended to use when there is no module available. Okay, so yeah, just search in internet and there is an Ansible modules page here. Okay, so if you are not able to get, then obviously you have to use built-in this command or shell modules.
Okay. So it won't throw any error, Shiva, if I couldn't find the module and
No, it will not throw. It will not throw. So Ansible uses in background again shell scripting only. Again shell commands, Linux commands. So whatever we are writing here, Ansible has no right to throw the error. So
okay.
whatever the command here we are in the background, Ansible is running yum install node.js command against that server. Okay.
Okay.
So ideally you can, you don't need to use all these modules. You can directly use command and shell module for everything. Okay, but you will not get the Ansible advantages. That's why we are using wherever it is available, always use Ansible module. If it is not available, you can go for command or shell module.
And one more question, Shiva, like in shipping.yaml file, we are like while executing Maven clean package, we are using like we should be in app directory, right? And in
Yeah,
the
correct.
next step also, we are rechecking whether we are in app directory or not.
Yeah, because every task is different. So this task, once it is done, and so, it's over. Now again you are running this task, you have to be in that directory if it is required, because see I'm referring target directory and shipping.jar. So obviously I should be inside this directory.
Sure, Shiva, yeah. So, like while after completing of the task, we might exit from the directory, like in the backend or in
Yes,
the background.
correct. Yeah. So if you don't want to use this one, then you need to give the full path
Okay, yeah.
here and here.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Shiva.
Most welcome. Hara Hara Reddy.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
So when we are accessing the applications, right, in URL, so after the configuring all the things, we are using IP address. I mean, we created the domain, right? But still we can see, I mean, in the URL, we cannot see any IP, I mean, domain name. Just we can accessing the application via, I mean,
You mean this one?
uh,
Yeah, so in the shell script, I was writing private IP address. Okay, so that's why. So when I created this create servers, this is where I asked you to improve actually. So this is creating private IP address. So obviously it is pushing private IP to the Route 53. So I asked you to improve this script actually. So this one immediately will give you private IP address. To get the public IP address, you need to wait for few seconds. Okay. Generally,
okay.
while creating the instance also in the console, so you'll get 5 to 6, maybe maximum 5 seconds to get the public IP address. So that I gave you as the task. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that is the part of improvement. If the instance you are creating is web, you need to wait for some time and get the public IP address. That's what I gave an assignment.
Now currently we are accessing with private IP.
No, I'm accessing with public IP address only. But while creating through the server script, it is updating the private IP here. So I'm coming here and then manually changing the public IP. You know our three-tier architecture, right? So this one. So this is the user is accessing web component through publicly. That is why you always use public IP address. Remaining components we are not accessing directly, so they can communicate internally. So that is why their private IP address. Okay.
And other question is, when we are running any, I mean, when we are installing any package, so we are using M module. So
Yeah.
when we are doing, I mean, when we are installing any dependencies, you are giving command module. So can we install the dependencies in M module?
No. So that is, these are like application dependencies, not the packages. Whatever you are installing through M install, those are system packages. Okay. And npm install, those are application dependencies, not the system packages.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Satish Kumar Chillapalli.
Hi, Siva. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good
Actually,
morning.
this is my small request only. Tomorrow we are going to update this script like a betterment roles and
Yeah.
all. We are going to adding this one.
Yes.
But this we are going to be update on this script only, or
No.
we are going to
We'll
separate?
create new directory.
That's why I'm asking, because we are going to be check. I have to practice on this on Saturday only. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
And another thing is, when you are installing the any package, there we are giving like a status is present installed. But somewhere I saw that there is a present also giving. What is the difference between installed and present?
Both are same.
Both are same only. You can mention present also.
Yeah, you can mention.
If I want particular version supposed to be installed there.
So there you need to give package name : version number.
That's all. Then present or install, anyone you can give, no?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. That is all.
Kiran Kumar Kolasani.
Hi, Shiva.
Yeah, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question. Can we create EC2 installs as well using Ansible?
EC2 install. What is that? EC2 install?
No, EC2 instances. I mean servers.
Yes, we can definitely create. So, but it is not recommended to create EC2 instances through Ansible. Ansible is intended for configuration management. But yeah, so now we are creating EC2 instances through the shell script, right? Similarly, you can create Ansible EC2 instances. So I wanted to show you this actually in our next sessions as part of an automation. So there is a module, EC2 module also available. So here, so creating servers is part of infrastructure. Infrastructure, we have a particular concept called infrastructure as a code. So what is this? What we are doing? This one is configuration as a code. Okay, anyhow, good time to discuss infra versus configuration. So what is part of infra? Servers, Route 53, Delhi, databases, load balancers. So all these things are called as infrastructure. So first you need to have infrastructure. So we discussed this, right? First you need to have proper infrastructure to welcome the companies to your state or country. So this is part of infrastructure. Without this, applications cannot run. And configuration is once you create the server, okay, it is inside the server. Inside server, what is there? So this is called as configuration. So configuration management, this is nothing but configuration as a code. Now, if I ask you to log into this, what is this? Shipping, maybe. So I gave you shipping server. Now, if I ask you to understand what is all available inside the server. So it is very, very difficult for you to go to the each and every directory and check what are the packages installed manually, what are the packages installed automatically through the M. So that is very difficult for you. So you are doing that manually. But here, just by seeing this YAML itself, you can understand what are the things available inside the server. So this is nothing but configuration as a code. So their infrastructure creating servers, we are doing infrastructure as a code, but Ansible made it available to creation of servers also. Okay.
Okay.
But this is not at all recommended. Ansible has that capability, but it is not at all recommended. Just as part of automation, tomorrow I will show you. Right till now, we are creating, even creating instances through the EC2 shell script is also not recommended. But just we are doing for the present automation purpose. Okay, so you can always create the EC2 instance just like this, Amazon AWS.EC2 instant, and then here this one is creating. You can see name,
Yeah.
key name, subnet ID, instance type. You can give everything just like we are. You can give everything, every option. Okay, and you can create multiple instances, and you can have maybe Route 53 or not. We need to check. Ansible Route 53 module. It is there. Yeah, it is from the community. Yeah, so I'll show you this anyhow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shiva. One more question, like now you are configuring the packages in Linux machines. So
Yeah.
can we do same in Windows servers as well using
Yeah,
Ansible?
can use Ansible for Windows as well. Yes.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah. And same modules we have to use, right? Or
No, you'll get maybe different modules, right? We are using M here. There in Windows, you have to use different thing. So this is purely OS based, right? So every OS have different. In Windows, you use chocolate something, many things.
okay, okay. Thank you, Shiva.
Yeah, most welcome. And then Praveen Kottapalli.
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, Shiva, most of the things I think covered in last question only, but the only one question from my side. So we are implementing this three-tier architecture using shell scripting, Ansible, and Terraform also, right?
Yeah.
So the mostly most of the companies, which method they will use actually? Like
Three-tier architecture only everybody is using.
no. I mean, which technology they mostly which technology, shell scripting or Ansible or Terraform? They
Okay.
will use.
So just now I said, right, for
Yes.
infrastructure, we use Terraform.
Okay.
For configuration, we use Ansible. So we are not yet entered into the infrastructure part. So yeah, so after this Ansible, or yeah, at some point of time, we will deal with infrastructure, AWS infrastructure.
Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you.
Release Sangaraju.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
So this is Chamarthi Aparna.
Okay.
So actually, my doubt is, what is the difference between DNS and private key, sir? Because sometimes while executing, if I give DNS name means it is not getting success, but I'll give when I giving private IP means it is giving success.
Where you are giving DNS?
I mean, like in inventory, like we have created web dot, like we created no sir with IPs. So
So
while
now
doing
I have.
MongoDB,
Now I gave everything DNS, right?
yes. So that's what yesterday I was trying with MongoDB dot DNS name, that it got error, and I will keep after I kept private IP in place
Maybe
of
check your
DNS.
Route 53 record you have given properly or not, and it will take some time. Okay, records. So always give the TTL very less, maybe my 1 second.
Yeah, I have given 1 second only. The same problem I faced in automating with the shell script also. I did all the process with private IPs only
Okay.
instead of DNS.
Okay, so then post it into the Slack. We will see what is.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then Sukumarji.
Hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, my question is an extension of earlier question, Shiva. So we are working from a server which holds Ansible, right? So if we want to install packages from the Ansible server to the nodes or something else, so all the packages will install all the nodes, and I want to know that if all the packages will be installed with all nodes, will it be replicated in Ansible server also?
No, we are installing in the remote servers, not Ansible.
Then at the same time, if we want to install all the packages in Ansible server also, is there
Why you want to install an Ansible server? The
Yes,
Ansible server is just okay. You can ask anything, but why you want to install an Ansible server? Just question yourself. Why you want to install an Ansible server?
If actually Nginx is there, so I want to just check the Nginx in my own server. So
Then use localhost in a playbook.
yeah, okay. We are giving hosts like MongoDB or something else, right? So after that, we can give localhost also.
No, one playbook for one host.
Okay, it will be created another playbook, right?
You are completely going into wrong direction. Ansible server is only for the purpose of pushing the configuration, not to install everything for itself. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to install something inside, maybe sometimes we need to we need to manage the Ansible server itself. Okay. Then at that time, you need to use localhost.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Create a separate playbook for that. Yeah, and this one, Tanikonda. I don't have any question. Suhal Sheikh.
Yeah. Hi, Shiva. Good morning.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
I have one question. I mean, when coming to real time, these are the same tasks we are going to perform, right? I mean, by creating playbooks and running from Ansible server.
Yes, correct.
Or else any other roles we are going to play.
These are the tasks.
Okay. Just we are configuring everything from Ansible server.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay, Shiva. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, most welcome. Srinu.
Yeah. Hi, Shiva. Good morning.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
Yeah. While executing the Ansible playbook command, we can execute without mentioning the username and password also, no? By using like Ansible playbook -i and the inventory file and the YAML file.
No, you need to connect to the server. You need to use that username and password, right? Without username and password, how can
Actually,
you connect?
I'm using without username and password. It's working for me. So that's why I'm asking, is there any difference between
last time we saw that one, right? Even you are giving wrong username and password
Yes.
also.
Just I'm giving
maybe
Ansible playbook -i and that inventory file and that our YAML file.
maybe this is because Ansible server and all other servers also have the same username and password, I think. Right? We are using the same AMI for everything, right? Maybe that is the reason.
Okay.
Even you are not giving, it is trying with its the same AMI username and password. I'll check this anyhow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Last
Thank
time
you.
also
And
I wondered. Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing. In VS Code, we can modify our syntax and indentation errors in VS Code. Is there any way?
What is it?
In Visual Studio Code, can we modify our indentation or syntax errors in Visual Studio Code? Is there any way? I'm asking.
What you want to modify? Instead of two
Like
space, you
any
want to have three
indentation
space.
or any syntax errors while doing the ML code.
Can use some extensions here, maybe.
Yeah.
Ansible, if there is any extension available. So there is some extension available directly from the Ansible itself. So now while writing the code, you can get some suggestions like this.
For particularly like indentation errors.
Then you need to install extension for AML.
Okay.
So it's already installed.
Mm-hmm.
AML, let us search. Just check extension to check AML indentations. Okay, or Ansible indentation. Yeah, Sheikh Ahmed.
Yeah, hi, Sean. Morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, I just want to check, like here we are not creating any logs, right? Can we do that Ansible as well?
Ansible by default, you can redirect. Ansible by default have some logs also, I think. Just let me check this. Logging Ansible outputs. Generally, we do with this CI/CD. At that time, the logs will be automatically persisted in the Jenkins. You can do some configuration to save the output actually. But anyhow, we do this with Jenkins in our upcoming sessions. So
No
at the
issue.
time, so that is why it is not required. You can
Yeah,
always.
it's okay. If we are not following this in the real time, then it's fine. We can cover in Jenkins.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's all today. See you in tomorrow's session. All of you just try to complete this Ansible. This will be useful for our upcoming sessions. Have a nice day. See you in tomorrow's session. Bye-bye.